Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Friday, Saturday, what you ponies gonna do? Dreams gonna fraud, they gonna fraud. Xbox is going broke, they ain't got the funds. They got nothing inside that vault. So we telling y'all Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. Friday and Saturday, what you ponies gonna do? Xbox is going broke. They ain't got nothing to fold. We gonna fraud for you. What you gonna do? Monday, Tuesday, Sony days. Wednesday, Thursday, Microsoft get paid. Friday, Saturday, what you ponies gonna do? You gonna fraud, you gonna fraud, you gonna fraud, you gonna fraud.
Fun video to make.
Of course, because you're going to be bashing Microsoft and telling people as to why Microsoft is broke. Microsoft is so broke, guys, that they bought Bethesda and Activision, two companies that Sony couldn't even afford. And now we out here talking about how Microsoft got no money. What?
Because it is just such a shocking topic. But
bro, put the controller down, man.
Over at Xbox,
put it down.
Are talking about how broke they are. They can't afford commercials. They're not getting new.
What's even more sad is the fact that he took an article and misread it just so he can fit his fanboy agenda. Okay, we get that Microsoft don't put that much money into advertisement. But neither does Nintendo. That doesn't necessarily mean that Microsoft or Nintendo is going broke. He even goes as far to say that Nintendo's not even making money, bro. At this point, bro, I try to give you a chance, bro. Like I said, you know what, man? After those Sony videos that he made, I'm going to give this dude another chance. Nope, he goes right back to the same old stuff.
Revenue, they're shutting down studios, and it sounds like, in general...
That doesn't mean that Microsoft has no money if they're shutting down studios, bro. Okay. So what? Sony has done the same thing. I'm not going to go as far to say that Sony's broke and Sony don't have money to be able to fund some games. I mean, obviously they have to do double A's because for some reason you guys ain't supporting the triple A games. But still, I'm not going to go as far to say that they have no money to do absolutely nothing. Because that's essentially what you're saying, especially when you're comparing a company to Microsoft, which happens to have over $3 trillion. And you're out here telling people that Microsoft is going broke. Bro, you know what, man? I don't even know if you even hear yourself doing these lousy videos.
Things are going in a very strange direction with Xbox.
No, you are going in a strange direction with your channel, bro. People used to respect you, my guy. I understand that this dude was always kind of but still, people used to have some form of respect for your channel, bro. It's crazy, bro. If you told me who I would rather subscribe to, RGT85 or Dreamcast guy, I'd probably subscribe to RGT85. Because at this point, bro, there's no credibility. There's no credibility with you no more, man.
That currently exists.
None.
They can't sell systems. They can't get subscriptions.
What do you mean? They got about 34 million people that went out there and bought the console. That's still enough people. Just because it's not enough hardware like Sony doesn't necessarily mean that Microsoft is making no money with the Xbox. Are you serious?
You can't get people to actually care or buy any Xbox games.
Bro, you guys already know why people don't buy games on Xbox. See, you guys come with the same narratives every single time. You guys are already fully aware as to why people don't buy games on Xbox. Why pay for something if my subscription service already offers the games that I want? What do you people don't understand? Oh, the Call of Duty sales are low on Xbox, but they're higher on PlayStation. I would hope so, because one, there's way more hardware sales, ding, 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 ding. And two, the game is being offered through Game Pass Ultimate. So people don't even have to buy it if they don't want to. So of course the sales are going to be lower. Of course. That is the whole idea. If you guys think that this is not working for Microsoft, then why do you think Microsoft keeps pushing it? Because they understand that that's where they're getting their money. And guess who's benefiting? The Xbox and PC community, where you people have to pay $70 and all this money for these overpriced games anyway. I mean, come on, man. You guys are getting suckered on PlayStation.
But let's talk about it. Hope you're having a great day. If you could play, they said this. We do not have a blessing of huge media budgets, so we're having to be quite scrappy and quite tenacious to fight for funds that would probably go somewhere else. Now, immediately,
And the funny thing is, you guys always listening to these fools that got blue check marks, bro. Tom Warren don't even play games, bro. Like, I don't care, bro. You guys are so caught up in what these people have to say. Like, where do you get, like for example, like when you have your own gaming integrity, you can speak for yourself. I don't have to reference this other person, say, hey guys, look at what this person said, so therefore I'm going to give you guys my knowledge on it. No, I can sit there and tell you from my own assessments. I don't need to go on Twitter and say, oh, Tom Warren, or who's the other one they be using? Some guy that got a Conker's Bad Fur Day picture that hate Xbox. Bro, you guys use the same people to push these agendas, bro. Like, I mean, at this point, I might as well go see the information from Tom Warren because at this point, this is regurgitation.
This is a very strange thing because even a lot of Xbox journalists are saying it's kind of bizarre to publicly complain about how broke you are just in general, but also I think
because
it is conveying the fact
because Xbox don't want to do marketing.
That
what is marketing done for Sony? You tell me what marketing has done for PlayStation exclusives, because all it did was make the games fail. If anything, Sony wasted more money by marketing their games than if they just dropped them. You get what I'm saying? Did marketing help Final Fantasy 16 and Forspoken? I don't think so. So who cares if Microsoft don't want to put money into marketing? Nintendo doesn't do it either. They threw their little Nintendo Directs. Remember, I was telling people way before that they don't even need to bring these games. I mean, they just do them through Directs, and there you go. They out here saving money. They don't need to have to spend all these expenses. The problem is you guys want gaming to be this extravagance that it once was with E3 back when it was in 1995. Bro, these days is over, bro. Nobody cares, bro. We're in a different time frame. People consume their entertainment and media differently. You people know this. Stop capping. Everything is digital now. You know this. That's why E3 don't exist. What's the point going to an E3 event if Microsoft could just showcase it through their own little thing, or Nintendo through a Direct? What is the point of it? Like, you people are living in the past, bro. And the funny thing is, I'm from that era, so I already understand. You know, we get it. They don't care that much, bro, to express how great these games are, because honestly, these games ain't that great anyway. There you go. I just solved it for you.
Pretty obvious that Microsoft is beginning to run out of patience with Xbox. Now, when they first started making Xbox,
it says the same company that said they'll outspend Sony out of business, now worth $3 trillion.
Consoles over 20 years ago, it was very much immediately popular. People liked the idea that there was an alternate option to the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. The Xbox managed to do something different. I think the fact that it was a Western-based console with a lot of very cool stuff like a built-in Ethernet port, a focus on Xbox Live, all the crazy good shooters that immediately launched with it. The Xbox was...
Bro, this dude don't know nothing.
Something that was originally cheap to make. It was straight
this guy can't play no games, bro. Look at this man, can't even shoot a bot, bro. Look at this, bro. Like, are you serious, bro? The bot ain't even moving.
Computer parts, it was easy.
We already know who would beat Dreamcast guy in Gears of War now, bro. Like, that is some of the worst gameplay that I've ever seen, bro. Like, I could do that to real players online, bro. You out here, you can barely even hit a headshot on a bot.
To develop for, and a lot of the games were making their money back.
This is ridiculous,
Same thing happened during the Xbox 360 generation.
Yo, come play me in Gears of War 3, Dreamcast guy. Let's settle this with a 1v1.
Where obviously Microsoft,
look at it, he missed, bro. Look at this.
Okay, we're already making tons,
and you know he played it all easy,
literal trillions of dollars with stuff like Windows.
Like, all this dude does is play games by himself, bro. Like, why are you playing Horde by yourself? Like, why don't you actually play this game with a group of people and take some videos from or clips from that? Like, everything you PlayStation ponies do has to be separately by yourself. You guys are living in the Stone Age, bro. Even Nintendo gamers have further evolved more than you. Because now Nintendo gamers are more accustomed to the online play with games like Smash Bros. And Splatoon. I'm telling you, man, these Sony fanboys, bro, they're just so out of touch with gaming, bro. It's so bad, they're even worse than Nintendo.
And all their other chat programs and stuff like that.
Look at this, bro.
They were always thinking, okay, Xbox is
This man can't even hit a boom shot, bro. Come on, bruh. Bruh.
An extra
look at this.
For funsies experience.
You missed twice?
it. And clearly,
Bro, you better hit that
that
big target.
goodwill
There you go.
and that checkbook is beginning to go out.
Hey guys, I'm not a pony. You know, I showed some gameplay of me playing Gears of War 3 Horde mode, bro. Come on, man. Like, I'll actually show you how it's done, man. And this is what's crazy to me, man. I know people's like, oh, Gamester, come on. Not every content creator has to be skillful. Yes, you do. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you got to be the best gamer in the world type stuff, but you should at least have some skills, bro. I actually played with some people in my comment section, man. I do. People that watch my videos, I actually play games with them online, and they will tell you themselves, yo, this Gamester, man. That dude nice, though. That dude nice. You know what I'm saying? That dude is nice, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, it's like taking one of those dudes and, you know, like being one of those patrol officers. Hey, come with me, man. I'll show you how it is, little kid. You see how this is? Oh, you know, I be doing that. Taking a little tours, you feel me, of the real hardcore gamer. You know, I take these little casuals on the tour of the hardcore gamer. Nah, I'm just messing around. But actually, it is true, but I'm not saying they're casuals. But my point is this, though, bro. You have no skills, bro. You out here talking about Xbox, bro. Now we see as to why you people don't want to play online, bro. Oh, well, he probably play his exclusives on the hardest difficulty, bro. The man couldn't even hit a bot, bro. Like, did you see the movement on that bot, bro? Of course, no wonder you guys don't like Concord.
The amount of funding, the amount of resources.
Like, when did this happen with gaming, man?
Dissipate. Now, I think part of this is just the fact that, in general, the last several months have been very rough for the console market. The Nintendo Switch is selling pretty bad.
What? Bruh. Yo, how can you guys still continue to fall? Bro, what did you just say, bro? The Nintendo Switch is selling pretty bad. Bro, hold on. You got to see this, man. Bro, come on, bro. Come on, G. You got to stop doing this, G. Nah, I don't even want to look at him. Nah, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? This is getting out of hand, bro. Like, I really thought you was done with this type of content, but nah, man. You just keep doing it.
Xbox is a flatline. Literally nobody in the world.
But what about Sony? You want to talk about Nintendo? You want to talk poorly about Xbox? Bro, like, you see this, bro? You start wars with everybody. Ain't nobody even worried about Sony, man. We all out here enjoying games, man. Us Nintendo and Xbox gamers out here enjoying games. And all I see from you Sony fanboys is complaints. You guys complain more about platforms you don't care about than even your own. Like, it's getting sad at this point.
Like an Xbox right now, the actual sales continue to drop more and more and
more.
What
real gamer cares about sales, bro? The TurboGrafx 16 didn't sell as well as the NES, and I still enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you people don't understand, bro. This is what you people do. Like, y'all not playing games, man. That's exactly what's going on here, and it's fine. But at the end of the day, stop perpetrating like you guys are real gamers.
Only the PlayStation is even selling, but...
What? Only the PlayStation? Bruh, these Nintendo dudes are like, you know what, man? The gloves are off, bro. They off, bro. They off, bro. Now you just try to take shots at everybody, bro. What is you talking about, bro? Only PlayStation is the only one doing well?
That is also not doing as good as clearly Sony hopes. Mm-hmm. I think it's showing the fact that where other industries
are
reliant on their consoles, like Sony needs...
Bro, we need some Nintendo dudes to come out here, man, and start showing the sales of their exclusives. I might even do it myself, bro. I thought Nintendo dudes was going to make some videos, and I would have shared them in my community tab. So I think I'm going to have to do it. I can't believe you just said this, bro. I can't believe you just said that the PS5 is doing better than the Nintendo Switch, bro. The Nintendo Switch has sold more games than what your platform is even worth, bro. Mario Kart 8 is like at 80 million, bro. They sold Mario Kart, one of their exclusive, well, it's on Wii U, but still, just for the sake of this video, one of their own IP exclusive games on the Switch outsold your whole console. What are you talking about, bro?
To buy a PlayStation 5. Sony TVs and Sony Pictures and stuff like that are also generating money, but at this point...
They ain't generating nothing.
PlayStation is a huge chunk of the success that Sony is trying to do.
Bro, PlayStation ain't even successful, bro. You're probably doing worse than everybody. You're definitely doing worse than Nintendo, and you're doing worse than Xbox, man. This is coping at its finest. Seriously, bro. The fact that you even think you had the audacity to take shots at Nintendo clearly shows that you don't know nothing about video gaming.
With Nintendo does have stuff like the Nintendo movies we're going to get more of, but Like, if
And
you
I do think Nintendo's making more money off their movies than what Sony's doing, because I at least heard about what their movies were. I don't hear nothing about Sony in regards to TVs or even movies. I hear more about that when, oh yeah, the new Mario movie. I did hear about that. Didn't go to watch it, but I do hear people watched it a
think
lot.
about the immense profitability of Nintendo, that is because of the Switch. That's because their fans are buying tens of millions of every single game they release. Whereas Xbox is now.
Okay, no, don't switch this onto Xbox. Don't switch it onto Xbox, because you just heard what he said. Oh, well, it's because the people that buy the Switch are buying the games for it. So what about PlayStation? You guys want to sit there and compare yourself to Xbox when people on Xbox are not obligated to have to buy their games. They're already through the subscription service. Why pay for a game that you already have access to through a subscription service that you're paying for? Like, this is what you people don't understand, man. So you guys trying to compare PS5 to the Xbox Series X in the same department doesn't make sense, because Xbox gamers don't have to do it. We don't have to. We have the great value of Game Pass Ultimate, while you people have no other option but to go out there and buy your games. That's why you don't want to compare PS5 software to Nintendo, which is actually more of a fair comparison, because you guys do it the same exact way. But instead, you want to pick on Xbox, already knowing that people on Xbox don't need to buy their games.
In a weird spot where the Xbox isn't selling, the games aren't selling, and people aren't even subscribing to Game Pass. And a lot of people are saying that,
oh yeah, this
seems like a gigantic final death rattle. The fact that they're
before we even get Gears E Day and all
price, so now that it costs $20 a month, even if you're just trying to play some random games here and there, these charts to actually convey how to get Game Pass, what kind of Game Pass, it's very bizarre. And just 30 minutes ago, apparently they're trying to make a new style of streaming, so they're going to make another tier as well. So that means that you're going to get Game Pass Core, Game Pass Standard, Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass Cloud Gaming. They're trying to make different styles to essentially say, please just get the subscription service by any means possible. Now, some people are basically saying this is definitely what Microsoft wants this to be. I think that.
Yep, and what's the problem with it?
Microsoft originally, their idea for Xbox.
Look at that. They got some. Look at that. Day ones
was okay. We'll make cheap games at a big profit.
Gears E Day's cheap. Perfect Dark's cheap. These games look like they have big budgets. These games look like they have way bigger budgets. The Fable game, really, bro? These are AAA games. These are AAA titles, bro. Blade, these are AAA games that are coming out for Xbox, bro. So what do you mean by low budget games, bro? Gears E Day, that's a AAA game. What are you talking about, bro? South of Midnight's kind of, I think, it's like a AA. It does look like a AA. But I'm just saying, Microsoft has produced more AAA games than what Sony's doing. What?
Gears of War, Halo, a lot of this stuff was just made at the lowest budget possible, and it...
Oh, bro, I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. What is you talking about, bro? Gears E Day's a AAA. You want to sit there and talk about how Microsoft is making games with a low budget when you're playing Helldivers 2, AA, Stellar Blade, AA. Like, you're playing nothing but AA games on PS5, bro. And you want to sit there and talk about this nonsense? What?
Managed to become an accidental massive success because the games are good, the developers were passionate, and also it was just sort of a different era. Making games quick, making games efficiently, like it was a lot easier to make stuff back then. So now it seems like the pivot is that I think Microsoft...
Well, that's not true, because if all you're doing is making double A's, you should be able to push these games the same exact way like they were back in the days.
Just wants to try and find a way to pretty much be Steam, to be a service where you can buy stuff through it and they get a cut. A lot of people have been praising them.
Bro, this guy's, man.
These are all just things that are licensed through Microsoft. And I think that's expected. I believe that originally, when they came up with Game Pass, they thought that they would be a industry leader. I truly believe
that's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Netflix before. I mean, Blockbuster was still very popular, and look what happened. Netflix took over. Obviously, there's other apps for like Hulu and stuff like that, but in Disney Plus. But look what happened. Look at the shift. We're already starting to see, we're in its infancy stage, guys, and we're already starting to see big things with it.
That Xbox thought that they would make this big push to never really owning your games, but still being able to play them, and everybody would follow
You don't
suit.
own Helldivers 2. That's an online only game, and especially with 95% of the population dropping, I'm so happy that I returned that game back. I actually bought that game, guys. I did. And I thank God I returned it because 95% of the population has left it. It's an online only game. Why would I want to play the game by myself?
We did see, obviously, Nintendo has a retro service. The Nintendo Switch Online service lets you play old school Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance games like that. But it's,
And my Xbox does all that through dev mode entirely free.
it's definitely not what actually is the big focus of Nintendo. PlayStation
It's not a big focus with Nintendo, but yet Nintendo's still adding new tiers to make it more appealing for people. I mean, it's Nintendo doesn't care that much to the point where they ruin Virtual Console for it. Yeah, I think you don't know what you're talking about.
does have PlayStation Plus, and PlayStation Plus does get a lot of big games on it. I think PlayStation Plus is cool, but again, the purpose of PlayStation is to sell you a $70 game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because these games are not selling. No, it's not. Because the reason as to why the PS4 and PS5 are doing well is because of the subscriptions. And the subscriptions is coming from games like Call of Duty. That's why Jim Ryan was on his knees and with the FTC, because he understands that that's where a lot of Sony's money's coming from. What is you talking about, bro? Sony don't care about selling no games, man. They don't care. None of these companies do, bro. Do the mathematics, guys. Do 50 million times $20. That's just to say how much some of these, and you will see how much money that they're getting every year just charging you guys to play online. You'll be like, whoa, they're making more money than if they just sold you the game. Exactly. That's why Microsoft is pushing it. They're pushing it because they understand that. They make more money charging you guys to play Call of Duty online, which you don't have to do on PC, mind you. Then that's why these consoles are alive. I guarantee if these consoles if these consoles was like the way they were back in the old days, where you have to buy an exclusive game to show support to the company, these systems would already be gone, man. They would already be gone. Microsoft and Sony are making money. Even Nintendo now. Now Nintendo can get away with it by selling some of their games, but they're making that on top of the subscription money, as well as selling their games. Nintendo is, man, they're getting everything right.
Whereas now what's happening is Game Pass has put themselves in the spot where
because you're saying that Sony wants you to buy $70 games, then why did Sony tell you that they're trying to focus on live service and subscription titles? Because they want people to stay subscribed and to keep continuing to play their games. These one and done games that you got by paying $70 for the game, you do know that after you pay the $70, Sony's not getting your money anymore. But if Sony had a multiplayer game that people wanted to stay subscribed to, that game's money can go, okay, that's $120 that year, $120 the next year, $120 the year before. Okay, that's $120. 4 years, they can make that $120 off you. You see? So how are you guys going to sit there and say that it's more profitable to sell a $70 game that you don't even have to buy anymore? Once you bought the $70 game, you don't have to play it. You don't have to buy it. It's already, okay, there it is. They're not getting any more money off you. They're not getting anything off you. But if you got a game, right, and let's just say you want to play Gears E-Day, but you stay subscribed, or even if you just buy the game and you got it, all right, let me get Core. That's $75 a year to do that. $75 a year. Let's say people want to play, a lot of people want to play Gears as long as they want. They're paying that, $75 for 5 years. That's what people are doing. That's how you're making that concurrent money. So Microsoft made that money just to allow people to play Gears of War online. That's what you're not understanding. And that's why Sony is trying to shift to live service and subscriptions, because that is where the money's at.
Thought that everybody would jump in with this new big trend, and it just didn't happen. What's going on with Xbox is more important than just the general Xbox. If Game Pass continues to exist, I think Game Pass is going to have some sort of new service where you don't actually get the free games for 30 days.
And Gears of War E-Day may come to PS5. It's like, if you guys hate Xbox games so much, then why do you guys want these games on your platform? You guys claim that Xbox got no games, and now you out here port begging for Gears E-Day. That makes me not even want a PlayStation, bro. What is the point of a PS5 if all you guys want is Xbox games? I bought a PS5 for Killzones and, their games. I didn't buy a PS5 for this. I already got an Xbox that does this. This is stupid. Like, it's so weird, bro. Like, I really don't understand how PlayStation gamers act anymore, man. I mean, even PS3, they weren't like that. I don't remember hearing PS3 fanboys talking about, oh, we want Xbox games. They're like, nah, man, our games is better. We got Killzone, Resistance, SOCOM, even though nobody supported them, but they were still vouching for their games. They were vouching for their titles. Like, I mean, there's something wrong with you guys, man.
Days or 60 days afterward, I think we're going to start to see Microsoft actually just cutting costs here and there. There's been a lot of rumors that they're already planning to shut down even more studios. They're decided that if this cannot completely survive on its own, with no marketing, no hype, no cheerleading,
cheerleading doesn't pay the bills.
Think this is the end of Xbox. I think this is actually the final days of it.
Wow.
I think that Phil Spencer,
before the games even came out, and you out here saying this,
the reason we haven't seen him much, or Sarah Bond, I think a lot of these big high-tech people at the top of Xbox are getting ready to go away. I think that Xbox, as it currently exists, is definitely in its last stand. There is a lot of talk about the fact
that this is some of the biggest coping that I've ever seen.
That all commercials for Game Pass are
unbelievable.
That's not a positive initiative.
I'm done. Hopefully, guys enjoy this video, man. Like I said, take care.